Hello, my name is Terrence Rizzel. Thank you so much for visiting me here again with me. I am a master's level therapist and just helping you out with a couple of life problems. And so our topic is going to be focused on dealing with persons with difficult personalities. Now, these individuals you're going to find everywhere, absolutely everywhere. They're going to be in every state. They're going to be on every job. There even will be family members, and these individuals are certain personality types that have specific challenging behavior that will make it especially difficult for you to deal with them and to interact with them. The first individual we're going to talk about is the angry, unfriendly, rude individual. This person is always miserable, they're always unhappy, they're always have something rude or negative to say. They are always in a constant state of misery, and they are doing the best that they can to pass this misery on to you. The next individual we have that you'll often find in the workplace will be the tattletale. And this person has tremendous issues. They're looking for every opportunity to notify everyone of your shortcomings, and they believe you me, will not miss one opportunity to let people know that you are not perfect and that you make mistakes. The third individual that you're going to find, this individual can either be in your family, they can either be part of your friend group, or usually these individuals are on the job, and that is the control freak. And everybody knows the control freak. This person has to control everything. You, everyone in the office, everyone that's not in the office, the vendors, they have to control everything. And no matter how irrelevant or mundane the task or topic, they have to find a way to control it. One of the first things that will help you in this is to understand and remember that nothing ever happens in a vacuum. Nothing ever happens for nothing. If these things are happening, if you're seeing people behave this way, it's because something is wrong with them. It's an indication that these people have something that is broken inside. So understand you're dealing with people who have issues inside. They're not acting like this just for the sake of acting like this. Something has gone wrong inside. Now, the first person we want to talk to and help you with is the person who is always angry, unfriendly, and rude. Understand that this individual usually has a deep-rooted resentments. They have deep-rooted resentments and anger for something. You may never find out what it is, but rest believe that they have deep-rooted resentments, and it has probably nothing to do absolutely with you. They have past unresolved hurts usually. If it's a man, it's usually a woman who has usually tossed them. Usually because they were brooding over the last woman who tossed them and tried to bring this into the behavior. And so the person gets to the point where they can't take it anymore and they get rid of them. And then they carry and brood over this continuously. These individuals usually lack personality and creativity. So if you're a person who has personality and creativity, and you have these qualities, this individual will be especially irritating to this personality type. They will probably become jealous of you and see you as a threat, and their negative behavior will probably be more targeted towards you. So understand that your gifts and talents and your positives with this person only irritate this individual because it simply reminds them of what they don't have. Remember, they're in a constant state of misery. So here are some steps that I want to give you that will help you disarm them and make them easier for you to deal with. First, you must go the way of least resistance. Understand this. You don't want a head-on confrontation with these individuals. It will do you absolutely no good, and it will do them absolutely no good. In fact, it will only incite them to behave even worse. So please avoid any head-on confrontations with this individual. You must go, remember, the way of least resistance. And first, I want you to learn to empathize with them every chance that you get. Empathize with them. Show them that you understand what they're feeling. Sometimes even to the point that they have the right to even feel that way. Or give them that sense that you are on their side with how they feel and behave. Be on their side. Show them that you're on their side. You don't have to agree with their attitudes. Just simply show that you understand and empathize with them. This may entail behavior like, okay, I understand. Wow, I understand that. That's something else. Wow, I can't believe they did that. It will show them that you're on their side. Secondly, make them look good every chance you get. These individuals are feeling pretty miserable. So anytime you can do anything positive for them, anytime you can make them feel good, they will be on your side. They will have a hard time being negative to you after that. These individuals tend to feel left out and alone, mainly because of because of their behavior tends to alienate them from folks. So every chance you get, make them look good. 3, never show them up. Never intentionally, or if you can ever avoid it, show them up or look better than them. They will find this completely threatening, and they will retaliate to you. They will retaliate against you. They will find an opportunity to get you back. I guarantee it. So if you can avoid it, don't outdo them. Avoid making that public or spotting that you outdo them. They cannot handle that at all, and it only incites them to behave even worse. So if you can avoid that, do not outdo them. They're guaranteed to retaliate against you in some way. I guarantee they will try to retaliate against you and hurt you and pay you back for it. These individuals feel like that they've been unjustly treated, and payback for them is usually no problem. They feel that they have the right to pay you back. It does not help to provoke them, especially if they are your superiors. You do not want to incite or outdo them. You will only incur their wrath. And if they're your superiors, they will probably find the means and the ways to getting you back. Remember, this is politics. This is office politics. Nothing more, nothing less. And you must learn to play the game well. These individuals feel tossed by the world. Understand that. They feel hurt. They feel rejected. And they also feel like they have the right to hurt you because they've been hurt. So whenever you can, avoid outdoing them. Finally, never let them know that they are getting to you. Always let them see you happy. If they find out that they have the power to make you miserable, I will guarantee you the law of negative reinforcement says that they will continue to do so. And remember, they are miserable, and they want you to be miserable too. So don't do it. Don't show them. Don't give them evidence that they are getting to you. It will encourage them to increase their behavior. Secondly, we want to deal with the tattletale. Now, you remember this person. This individual's in your office, and you can rest assured they're always going to go to that boss and run to him and tell them everything you did that you weren't supposed to do. They usually will do this at the wrong time. They can stand in the way of your promotion. They can make your life one living hell. They are the tattletale. This person looks for every opportunity to notify everyone of your shortcomings. The tattletale operates out of adolescent immaturity. Have you ever attempted to reason with a teenager? If you have, and I have a 15-year-old, then you know full well what you're up against. This childhood behavior with adults has adult consequences. So you must learn to navigate and deal with this person. You remember when we were kids, when we would tattletale on each other, right? My mother always discouraged this behavior, but many parents reward it. And this is where we get this individual that we deal with today, this adult, this 30-year-old or 40-year-old person tattletaling, because we have adults, their parents, who have usually encouraged this behavior, have usually even rewarded this behavior. So hence now we have the tattletale, the full-grown tattletale. These individuals are constantly seeking approval at your expense and mine. Let me make it clear. Reasoning with these individuals is next to impossible. But there are a few steps that you can take to make dealing with them very doable. 1, don't give them anything ever to report, ever. Make sure that you measure your behavior and conduct yourself in such a way that you dry up the river of reporting for them, that they have nothing to report. They become powerless when they have nothing to report, because this is their chief satisfying behavior. 2, whenever possible, whenever you have a situation that doesn't make you look bad or won't make you look bad, when it doesn't give you the perception that you're retaliating against them, give them a dose of their own medicine. It's the only language that they really understand. I say this with a great deal of caution when I tell you this. Remember, those who dig a ditch for someone always stand in the risk of falling into it themselves. Be careful. And I say this to you with a lot of caution. But if you have the opportunity to give them a taste of their own medicine, please do so. It can cause them to completely back off from you. And thirdly, these individuals are more controllable when you have information on them. This is a political move. It is one that J. Edgar Hoover learned very, very well. And it kept him as the director of the FBI almost indefinitely. These individuals lose power when they know information threatens them. They are in such high need for approval that they will really risk exposure when they know that you have information on them. They can become more docile and controllable. So do your best to get information on them and let them know kindly that you have this information. And this information is completely safe, so as long as they cooperate. Next, we want to talk about the control freak. Control freak is usually somebody who has power over us. They're usually our superiors. So you must learn to navigate and to deal with the control freak. They can become especially dangerous for you. So you must learn to deal with them well. One thing about the control freak is no matter irrelevant or mundane, they want to control it. Understand that the control freak operates primarily out of fear. Fear that others will get credit that they want. Fear that you will look better than they do. Fear is the primary motivation for the control freak. But there are some steps that you can take that can make dealing with individuals easier, if that's possible, and get them off your back even. And this is the primary step that you must take with them. With the control freak, you must give them exactly what they want. Give them all the control. Give them every inch of the control they so desperately desire, till it makes them throw up. Don't make a move without their approval. Bring everything to them. Pile it on. Continue to pile it on until they can't take anymore. Let them do and control everything. People who so crave control usually don't have the skills to handle it. They will become so overwhelmed that they will have no choice but to give control back to you. And they usually come humbly. So give them all the control. Just give it to them. Don't resist it. Give them every chance you can get. Pile it on them until they're covered with it. They'll come crawling back. They usually come crawling back, begging you for help. This is primary technique to use to push back against the control freak. Once they become overwhelmed by their control, they usually will come back to you and give the control back to you. My name is Terrence Roselle. I want to thank you for taking this time. Remember these steps and let me know how these steps work for you. They've worked for me and many, many others. You can always contact me at troselle@capellauniversity.edu. That's troselle@capellauniversity.edu. And become a subscriber so you'll know when my videos are coming out. You'll find them immensely helpful. Take care, and we'll talk soon.